Never miss an episode of Create, Build, and Manage Daily again. Subscribe to our podcast and listen on the go.
It takes a lot of time and effort to recruit and hire good talent. My next guest is helping her clients in Southern California place financial, clerical, HR, and IT professionals. Carla Davis is the owner and CEO of GDS Staffing, and she joins me via Zoom tonight. Carla, welcome to the show.
Hello, and happy holidays.
Yes, same to you as well. We appreciate your time. You know, we hear all the time that for every one person looking for work, there are two jobs available. Do you find that to be true?
No, and the reason I don't is because for every one job, there are about 100 candidates available. So, or vice versa, for every one candidate, there are 100 jobs available. So,
yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Little correction.
Yeah, no, but it is confusing, right? Because there's a lot of places out there that are posting jobs they're not really trying to fulfill at the moment. And then there are people that seemingly are looking for jobs, and they can't find it. Carla, it is such a weird place, a weird season to be looking for work right now, which is why people like you are so important. And another thing, just kind of another pulse question there, are you seeing an increase in salaries with your clients? Are people able to make more money when they switch jobs?
I am so glad you asked that, because I'm going to use this opportunity to coach as well as share some intel with you. I think that now more companies are starting to look for more for less. And that's unfortunate. It's because there's a lot of really talented people out there that do really deserve to be paid at the market value. And some companies don't realize that. And they also don't realize that, people will leave their companies for more money. They will. And if you don't, get your salaries to where they need to be, you may be facing some attrition very shortly.
Well, we've read about it, right? The Great Resignation, the Great Reshuffle, whatever you want to call it. We certainly have seen that. And this is somewhat of a softball question, but it's worth pointing out when we talk about this, Carla, that isn't it more cost effective to give your current staff a raise than to start all over and hire somebody new?
100%, absolutely. Retention is key. If in order to retain your talent, you have to, amp up those salaries, because if not, you will lose them.
Well, give us a mood, because you specifically talk about how you help Southern California, a highly populated area. But there's been this massive shift we've seen. We produce a show in Texas. So our joke is that everyone in California is going to eventually be a Texas resident. A lot of people are moving this way. What do you see as boots on the ground with the clients you talk to, whether it's the people looking for work or the companies you work with? What's the general mood of the economy right now in Southern California?
Well, from my experience, and I've been doing this a long time, I have to age myself and say that I've been doing this for over 36 years. And I've noticed that people are exiting, the city of California because it's just become too expensive to live here. And if the salaries don't go up, it makes it impossible for people to have that quality of life. I mean, everybody wants, a nice place to live and still be able to, raise their family. So people are choosing to rather leave California, and go to other states where they can live the American dream.
Makes sense. I'm going to put your website up there for those who are watching BizTV tonight. And we do have an affiliate in Los Angeles. So we got some friends in California who watch the show. It's gdsstaffingservice.com. Again, gdsstaffingservice.com is where you can find Carla. Talk about your approach to cost. What makes you different from other staffing services?
Well, as I mentioned before, I have been in this industry now for over 36 years. And I've worked with some of the largest staffing companies in the world. and I have learned from them. However, it has never really been my goal to charge enormous prices for excellent service. And when working under other agencies, you do have to attribute your fees to their fees. Well, at my company, you get my 36 years of experience at prices that won't break your bank. So that's what I'm most proud of, is that I can offer services to my clientele at prices that they can afford. And they're still getting that same expert service for prices that are within their budgetary constraints.
I love that. And talk to those who are on the fence about even working with a staffing service, because there are some out there that's like, oh man, I can go to LinkedIn, I can do this on my own. But Carla, there are things that you know that you won't find on LinkedIn.
I do. And it's funny that you say that, because I do hear of companies that say that, well, I could go to LinkedIn, I can go to Career Builder. And you can, but if you are looking to hire right away, that might not be the best outlet for you, because you do have to kind of kiss some frogs before you find that excellent candidate. So I take a personal approach. I get to know the candidates. I do all the legwork for my client, so my client won't have to sift through that, 12-foot long, line of resumes that they have to sort through. I kind of make that easier for them and only provide them with the candidates that they actually want to meet and want to hire.
That's awesome. Carla, got about 60 seconds left. So as we head into the new year, what advice would you offer business leaders today? Give us maybe one nugget that we can all think about to put into practice that'll make things easier as we head into 2023.
Wonderful. Well, I would say for all the business leaders and for all the businesses that are looking to hire, when you find that candidate that you really think would be a great fit, hire them immediately, because they're going really, really fast.
Oh man, thank you for saying that. I won't mention the organization, but I've got some friends that it seems like they have to go through a 6-month process just to get hired, and they end up getting hired somewhere else. Don't wait 6 months.
Absolutely.
And I'll add to that advice, reach out to Carla. She can help you. That website again is gdsstaffingservice.com. And again, if you're listening to our podcast, really easy to remember, gdsstaffingservice.com. Stick around. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.